So, welcome everybody, Surya here, and this is the Easy Income Secrets session that I promised to do live tonight. Let's see who is coming here. If you're joining me, give me the hearts, give me the thumbs up, okay? And hit the share button also. You can hit the share button and get this out to as many people out there, okay? And while we are waiting for more to come on board and roll in the session with us, I'd like you to get a pen and a paper because you need to write stuff down as we go through this session together. I don't have slides with me, so excuse me for no visuals. There's going to be just auditory stuff, and for those of you who are non-auditory, you need to write stuff down so it gets visual for you. So get a pen, get a paper ready, and then I can get started. If you are watching a replay right now, you can fast forward to the first 10 minutes of this video, because the first 10 minutes usually I just do a lot of welcoming, a lot of housekeeping, so you can skip to the first 10 minutes and then watch on the 10th minute onwards. So those of you watching replay right now, if you're watching this on replay, skip to the first 10th minute and watch it from then onwards. Okay, so watching live, you want to stick on live and don't want to do anything else, get everything off except for your phone and watch this live. Get a piece of paper ready, get your pen ready, get some calculators ready, because we're going to hit some numbers and I'm going to show you. The session today is all about easy income secrets. So I promised to show how to make money easily. So how to make $6,000 in 2 hours. That is the session, how to make $6,000 in 2 hours. Is very simple formula. This is a formula that I use for myself. So I'm just going to share with you what I know, okay, what has worked for me, what has worked for some of the people that I have coached, what has happened for me. So this is how I make money easily, and I'm going to show you more. Actually, the numbers are bigger. It's more than 6,000. But if I want to write more than that, I'm afraid people won't believe. They'll be skeptical already. When I put 6,000 in 2 hours, I've got haters already jumping on board. People who like skeptics and negative, the naysayers, they post stuff on my comments and they say that, it's not possible, this is all scam, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I've hit the block button, so I don't need these people in my life. They are not me. They did not get the results that I get. So I know I got that results. I know I've helped people got that result. So I know it is workable. This is a strategy that works. So, to the skeptics out there, just don't watch me. Just hit the block button and just poof your way out of my planet, okay? So if you are open-minded and you want to really, really learn and be open to explore how to make such money, this is for you. But if you're a skeptic, I guess this is not for you, because nothing will work for you anyway. So just continue with your job and be happy with your boss and just go to work, and that is how you're going to lead your life. That's completely okay with that. But if you are watching this because you are sick and tired of your job and or maybe you are okay with your job, but you just want extra income and you want to learn how to make money. So this session is about how to do it easily. So I have done it for myself. $6,000 in 2 hours is very easy. It's simple. It's a simple formula. It's a 3 steps formula. It's no-brainer actions. Of course you have to take actions. If you're just going to think that you're just going to snap your fingers and money is just going to drop from the sky, get out right now. Don't watch this video. This is not for you, okay? So this is not a video to watch if you think you can snap your fingers and money will drop from the sky. So this is not for you. So I best share who is this for, who is not. It's not for those who think money can just snap and then drop from the sky. There is effort involved, but it's no-brainer actions. That means the actions are simple, easy, step by step, and there's no pushy sales required. So you do not have to knock on doors, call your friends, get your relatives involved, sell to friends and relatives. None of those. And if you don't have any online skills at all, like zero online skills, this will be also awesome for you. So these are for people who have a Facebook account. So which you do. If not, you're not watching this, right? You're watching this through Facebook. So if you have a Facebook account, that means you know simple things like, how to open a Facebook account. You know how to fill in the blanks. You know how to put in your email. So you know stuff like that. So it's really easy. So there's no such technical online skills required. So if this is really good for those who have no sales skills, you don't know how to sell, you don't want to sell to friends, you don't want to sell to relatives, you don't want to be doing hard selling. So this is for those like that, okay? And this is also good for those who just want to learn how to make extra money. And whether you have a job or you don't have a job, but you just want to learn how you can actually earn extra money. And this is not for the skeptic. This is not for those who do not believe in any other way of making money. If your mindset is like job, a J-O-B, a just over broke is the only way to make money, then there's no other way. There's no other way possible. This is not for you, so stop watching this right now. If you think money is going to drop from the sky by a snap of a finger, if you are thinking like that, don't watch this. Don't watch this. Just get off right now, because this is not for you. So this is for those who are willing to take no-brainer simple actions to make money. So this is what this is about, right? And I've got yay, so there's so many people coming on board right now. Awesome, great. Welcome everyone. These are only the people who have said hello down there, and appreciate the hearts and the thumbs up and the share. Awesome, great. So I'll be starting already. I hope you have your pen and paper ready, because I'm going to share with you the simple formula on how you can make $6,000 in 2 hours. Okay, $6,000 in 2 hours. A simple formula, 3 action steps, no brainer, no hardcore sales required, no online skills, no crazy technical skills required, and I will be starting already. Okay, all good and set. So we have got all in, and we're going to get started right now. So I'm going to share with you a few strategies for you to make money, and like make money. When I said $6,000 in 2 hours, a lot of people like thinking, how do I do that? Actually, I can show you how to even make more money. But like I said, I don't want to like say too much, because if I put a too high figure, then you would think that is impossible. Because a lot of people have a mindset that is very like, they have a glass ceiling mindset. What I call a glass ceiling mindset is a mindset that is limited. That means you have a limitation to yourself. You only think that you can only make like $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month based on the job market and what the job can pay you or what the boss can pay you. So for this session, I'd like you to take a hammer and smash that glass ceiling, because it's not going to work that way. What I'm going to share with you is not for the employee kind of mindset. Employee mindset is a very fixed mindset. It's a mindset that thinks only in one direction. That means if I have this degree, I can only earn this much. If I have a law degree, I make like $4,000-5,000. If I have a medical degree, I make like $4,000-5,000. If I have like an arts degree, I make like $2,000-3,000, like that. So it's like a very fixed mindset. So I need you to shatter that for this, watching this, because the mindset for you in understanding how to make this money is needed for, what is needed for you is to think in from a self-employed, from a business owner mindset, which is very tough, because that's not what you are used to. So there's a reason why I use $6,000 in 2 hours, because even that number is very scary for a lot of people. A lot of people are very used to making $6,000 maybe in 1 month or 2 months, or just $3,000 a month, so it's like $6,000 in 2 hours, can meh, so that is like very, very question mark, right? So first step, number 1, is for you to shatter your glass ceiling mindset. And the first part of this session, before I share the strategy on how to make the 6,000 in 2 hours, is the mindset first. The mindset has to be a mindset of someone who is earning money on your own, self-employed, business owner mindset, not an employee mindset. Employee mindset is very limited. Now, I need to share this. Why? Because I am doing this live from Singapore. Singapore is a 6 million population country, 7 million population country. And 50% of the population in Singapore are employees. So we are all employee mindset people. We have been conditioned to only think in one track mind, that is to study very hard, get a good job, and get good money. That's it. And work till you retire, which is like 55 or 65. And that is the only way to make money in Singapore. Like we have not been trained any other way. Why is that so? Because Singapore is a human resource country. We do not have natural products. We don't have natural resources. We don't have oil. We don't have rubber. We don't have paddy fields. We don't have plantations. So all we have is human, and human is our resource. So the way that Singapore makes money and flourish in our economy is to sell human capital, human resource. Okay, so we have companies coming into Singapore to set up their companies here, and we sell our humans, our people, as the resource to this company. That means we sell their time. So employees are people who sell time. They sell time for money. 1 hour for $10, 1 hour for $25. Like, you sell 8 hours a day times 5 days a week times 4 weeks, and you get X amount of dollars. That is how we sell our time. So Singapore is a very, very, very hardcore employee mindset. So that's why I must share this first before I start, because if I share the strategy straight away, I think it's going to shock everybody, and a lot of people cannot take it because they're not used to these ideas. Okay, so the first mindset is for you to be aware that what I'm sharing with you is something not normal. What I'm sharing with you is something out of the norm. What I'm sharing with you is what you're not used to hearing from your father, from your mother, from your teachers in school. Your parents will say the same thing. Your parents will say, work hard, study hard, get a good job, full stop. That's what they've been telling you for the amount of years you have lived in this life. Your teachers during your school time will tell you that you got to get a good job, you got to pass, you got to do well. If you don't do well, you cannot score, you cannot get a good job. And if you don't get a good job, your life is doomed. So that's how it is in Singapore. You may be watching this from anywhere around the world. Maybe in your country it's different, but in Singapore that is how it works, and I have majority watching this from Singapore. So that is part one. Okay, part one, number one, step one is to have a mindset that what I'm sharing with you is not normal, because it is not is not a job. Okay, this is not a job, and this is an opportunity. This is like running a business, a self-employed. That means you are on your own. You are going to make money on your own. You have a blank check and you write the amount that you want every single month. How much do you want? You have a blank check. Imagine that you have a blank check and you're going to fill in the blanks with how much you want. 6,000 in 2 hours is very conservative. It's very, very possible, very doable. So that is the first part. Okay, so before I start, there's many people watching right now, and some people may know me, some may don't know me. So if you don't know me yet, there's some people who don't know me, so I just want to share a little bit about myself. I won't take too long for this, just like bear with me for the next 5 minutes as I introduce myself. So I'm Surya, and I was a former school teacher, so I was teaching before, so I totally understand the employee mindset. I was earning about $3,000 a month. That means on a paycheck. Every end of the month, not every 12th of the month, I'll get money credited into my account. That is $3,000 by the government. So I'm working and I'm an employee. So I was a teacher and I get paid that much every single month. So that is my life for 5 years, just getting a paycheck. My increment, if it's about $100 a year, so that is as much as I can get for increment. So this is the life of an employee. Generally, graduates is kind of salary that we get. So maybe about $3,000, $3,500, $4,000. So that was kind of okay. But I guess in times now, like right now, times where we are living now, even a dual income person, like husband and wife working together, they will not be able to make enough, to cover whatever they need. So for me, after 5 years of working, I decided to quit my job to run my own business. So I decided not to work anymore because I just don't want to work. I just don't like the alarm clock. I don't like having to wake up at 5:30 every morning and then have to work non-stop, because for teaching, we don't end after the school ends. I still have to go back. I still have to mark papers, set papers, do all kind of things, and it's very tiring. So I decided to just have my own life. I just want to have my own life. I don't want life dictated by an alarm clock. I don't want to have to apply leave all the time. So that was my why. So I left teaching because of that. And I was looking for what else can I do to make $3,000 a month. And so I decided to start a business. Okay, so I started a business, and my business was to run a nutrition clinic. I'm a nutritionist by profession. So I opened a clinic to give nutrition services in exchange for money. Unfortunately, 6 months down the road, I couldn't make it at all because I don't know how to sell. I have no basic, I don't have selling, like I don't know how to sell. So full stop. So I just don't know how to sell. So I cannot sell anything. So I have a clinic, but I cannot sell my services, and I have to pay rent. I have to close the business down, the shop down, and I was left with $80,000 debt with 5 banks and 5 banks and credit cards from 5 banks that I have to pay off. So I had to settle all of that, and I decided to figure out how do I pay off this debt that I have right now. Then I decided not to give up. I decided that I made a choice. I made a decision that I was going to learn something new. Okay, because I don't know anything about business. I don't know how to get customers. I don't know how to sell. So I decided to go on a journey, on a learning journey to learn how to sell. So which I did. And I learned everything about sales, about marketing, about how to get clients. And then I started my second business. My second business is in education. So the first one is nutrition. The second one is education. So I set up Genius IQ. So Genius IQ is a program that I created that helped to help children aged 9 to 19, kids and teens, do very well in school. So it's a program that helped them memorize a few hundred words in a few minutes, how to master the dictionary, how to study like 9 chapters in 2 hours. It's all about accelerated, fast speed learning. So that's what my program was about. And I did very well in that business. I generated about $250,000 in just 2 years in net profit. So that was very, very good business. And that was a business that I made $82,500 in 2 days. So you heard that right. $82,500 in 2 days. Now, I know this is crazy because if you are working, that is a figure that will blow your mind because you're so used to like $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. So to make $82,500 in 2 days, is that crazy? It is, but that is what I'm saying. When your mindset shift, right? When your mindset shift from an employee to doing business, the income also will shift. Okay, so you want to type that out somewhere, right? So you have to shift your mind, and then your income will shift. And you have to invest in yourself. That means you have to invest in new skills, in new knowledge. Okay, so these are important things. New skills and new knowledge, not the ones that got you a degree. No, that is useless. Okay, the degree, the O-levels, the PSLE, the O-levels, the A-levels, the diploma, the ITE, all of that, no, that prepares you to get a job. It doesn't prepare you to earn money like this, okay? 6,000 in 2 hours is, you cannot, none of what you learn in school can help you with that kind of income. You must understand that. So this kind of money, like 80 over 1,000 in 2 hours is only possible if you have a shift of your mindset. Number 2, new skills. So you need to write that down somewhere. New skills. So you have to have new skills. You have to tell yourself, I am an employee right now. I want to make more money. Okay, so I want to be able to make this kind of money, 6,000 in 2 hours. I want to be able to make like $80,000 in 2 days. I want. My question to you is, do you want it? Because I can share that strategies, which I will in a while. But before I do that, if you're not ready, it's not going to sink in. Your mind will reject. Everything I say, you're going to reject because you cannot accept that. I need you to open up your mind first and tell yourself that I want this income. How many of you who's watching this are ready, like really super ready? Like, yes, you're telling yourself, yes, Surya, yes, I want. I'm ready. I want to learn how to make like 6,000 in 2 hours. Yes, I'm ready. I want to open my mind to earn 80,000 in 2 days. So if you are one of them, give me the hearts, a thumbs up, or comment below and say, yes, I am that person. Look, I was a school teacher who took the risk to quit my job and do a business that didn't work. Okay, and I lost 80,000 in my first business. Now, please remember this. I had no money. I was in debt. I was $80,000 in debt. Now, being in debt, not having the money is never the problem. Never the problem. My mom said this. No resources. Lack of resources is never the issue. It is your lack of resourcefulness. So I want to backtrack a little bit, back to when I was in debt. So when I was $80,000 in debt, now that's a lot of money to be in debt with 5 banks chasing you every day. Right? At least they were chasing me every single day. It's not an easy place to be in. And how do I move from there? The first thing that I did for myself during that time when I was really down, right, with $80,000 debt, was I begged and borrowed money from my mom. Yes, I did. So I borrowed money from her. To do what? The first thing I did was to attend a personal development course. Yeah, I did that. I know it sounds crazy. Like you already don't have money and then you're already broke and you're in debt and then you can borrow money some more to attend a course. Yes, because why personal development? Why did I choose personal development? Because I believe this. If your mind is all messed up and your inside is all screwed up, like you don't have any ounce of self-esteem, no confidence, no belief, nothing, empty, because you're so drained, all these money issues, all these people saying that, all the negative voices around you, trashed at you, you will be empty. And when you're empty, you cannot move. It's like a car that's got no petrol. You cannot move. So through my reading, I realized that successful people have successful habits. You see, I was already first time $80,000 broke. I don't want to be broke again at that time. I told myself I got to do things right this time. So I read about successful people and what they do. And all of them said the same thing. They all said the same thing. They said that to be successful in making money, unlimited amount of money. I mean, if you want to be successful in a job, you need to have a degree or a diploma and then get the pay raise. Okay, so you got to work hard for 15 years. There's a formula to get a job. Study hard for 15 years, get good marks, and then get a good job and get good income. But if you want to earn unlimited income, which is not the same mindset as an employee, a blank check with unlimited income, the secret is this. You got to, number one, listen to successful people and what they have done. Successful people that I have learned from said that you got to invest in yourself. You got to shift your mindset. You got to change your attitude. You got to develop yourself. You got to learn how to push away negativity out of your head and then be positive again. So I realized that was what I was lacking in. I was lacking in a lot of my self-esteem, my personal development. So I signed up for a course. I think it was about $1,000 for the level 1. And then after that, I went for the second level, which is about $3,000 over dollars. And then I went to the leadership level. So there are 3 courses, like 3 steps in that course, in that particular personal development program. So in all, I paid $1,000 plus $3,000 plus another $1,000. So it's about like $5,000 program. So my first step was borrow money to develop myself. I know it's very hard for people to do that because it's like pride, ego, and like, I can't do that, blah, blah. But I believe that if I'm willing to do whatever it takes, right? I know that if I invest in myself, okay, I'm going to be able to move further and faster because that's what the successful people told me to do. So that's what I did. It helped me a lot. I remember in that training, there was one part in the training where we are asked to set our goals. Okay, and I wrote down my goal was to make $20,000 in a month. That was very scary for me because $20,000 a month is beyond what I could imagine. Like, because I was like, cannot make money. I only make $3,000 as a teacher, and my first business flopped. So to put $20,000 a month as income is very scary. So, but the success steps calls for the first step is you must set a goal for yourself, something that is scary, not too easy, but very, very challenging. Okay, so for me, very challenging was 20K in a month. So that was very scary, right? So what is the scary goal for you? What is something that, let's just do this as a workshop, right? I know you're watching me, but we just do this interactively. Comment below, what is the goal that is very scary for you, challenging, but very exciting? So it has to be exciting for you to want to go towards that goal, but it also has to be kind of like make your heart go boom, 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 because like you kind of like, oh my God, can I get even there, right? So you can write down that goal. You got to write it down. This is the success steps, because all this is going to help you. When I give you the strategy, then you'll be very, very ready, right? So write down the goal for yourself. Now let me give you a tip on how to set goals for yourself. How much have you been earning in your job? So maybe you earn like $3,000 a month, right? So what you want to do, if you make $3,000 a month, okay, you want to write that. You have that figure, write it down, and then I want you to times 2. So that means 3,000 times 2 is 6,000, right? So you times 2. So you put times 2. So it becomes 6,000. So that is a figure that is already going to make you like, whoa, very scary, but very excited. Now, I want you to take $6,000 and times 2 again. That means we stretch your goal, stretch it even more. So from 3,000 to 6,000, now is 12,000. So write that down right now below. I want to see what are your goals that is scary for you. Now, that is what my mentor told me to do. So he said that, do that, write that goal down first, because I paid a lot of money for that course. That's why I really paid. I was a very studious student. I was very coachable. Whatever the teacher said, I wrote down, because I want to be a student of life success. Write what is comfortable for you, because it's not about what other people are writing. Forget about what people write. It's about what about you. What do you feel for yourself that you feel excited yet very challenging? So it has to have that 2 component, very exciting yet very challenging. It cannot be too easy for you, right? Okay, so now that you have got that figure, guess what my mentor told me? My mentor challenged me even further. Okay, you want to know the reason why I can make 80,000 in 2 days? The reason why I can make $80,000 in 2 days is because my mindset is ready. Because my mentor trained me with my mindset first. So the mindset for you, if you want to be ready, if you're hungry, really want this success, right, is for you to stretch it even further, like the way my mentor stretched me. So what my mentor said was this. He said, imagine that income that you have a month, okay, whatever that you're making every month. It's like if you say it's like 10,000 a month, right? So you put 10,000 over like 12 months. So 10,000 times 12 months. You have that number. And my mentor said, take that yearly income and make that your monthly income. Oh, this is gonna be like even more scarier. I'm gonna like really push you to your mindset zone right now. Okay, you want to take what I'm saying seriously, because I paid a lot of money for this. So this is like really, really, really stuff that really work. It really work if you are very serious about having a blank check. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Your monthly income times 1 year. Get the number. I give you an example. Let's say you say it's $10,000 a month times 12 months is $120,000 a year, right? 10,000 a month times 12 months. You got to write this down because I don't have pen paper, so write down with a pen paper. 10,000 times 12 is 120,000 a year. Take that year's income, turn it to your monthly income. So you are making 120,000 in a month. Woo! That is very scary. So the most important part when you're listening to this live is your mindset, because if you're an employee, this is all going to shock you to death, because you will not be used to these numbers, right? And you'll be like, oh my, whoa. So like, I want you to digest it first. So I'm going to just get a glass of water. Digest it right now, okay? So I want you to feel, how does it feel like looking at these numbers right now? Just, that's that feeling. Now, if you get mentorship from people who are very used to making 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, 600,000, 1 million a month, these numbers are not shocking at all. They're not shocking at all to the people who are used to these numbers, because their mindset is not employee. Their mindset is of business mindset, business owner. Their mindset is very ready. To them, 100,000 is very small. 100,000 a month is very small. I know that for sure, because I pay a lot of money to mix with these people. So I joined their mentorship program, their mastermind program, and I thought like, I've set my goals very high, but when you mix with this kind of people, their mindset is even bigger. Like they talk in even bigger figures. They're like talking about making like 100 million a year. It's like, oh wow. So it's like way beyond. So I want you to write this down. Okay, I want you to write this down. Your income and the level of income that you are going to get is equivalent to the 5 people that you closely get mentorship from, that you are connected with, that you are networked with, that you are masterminding with. So the kind of income. So if you're talking about income, if you are always with your friends who are still working and getting a paycheck, they are always going to talk about things in that level. So if you talk about making 6,000 in 2 hours, they're going to say, hey, where got such thing? Not possible, scam, no, cannot be, all these. So because that's how they are conditioned. So if you want to change your income, and I'm not saying don't friend with your friends anymore, but what I'm saying is that you can be friends with them, but you never ever take advice from your colleagues who are employees. Never ever. Never take advice from anyone who's still getting a paycheck. Even though they're your directors, they can be your director, but they're still getting a paycheck. Never take their advice. Never take their advice. When it comes to how to get a promotion at work, like that, you can take their advice. Yes. What course to take to get more promotion, you can take their advice. But if you are talking about how to make money, like 6,000 in 2 hours, 80,000 in 2 days, you don't listen to them, because they cannot advise you. They're not there. It's like having a sore eyes and going to a dentist, You have a sore eyes, you go to dentist for what, right? The dentist cannot do anything to help you. You got to seek people who are already there. So you ask yourself, do you constantly connect with 5 people? 5, It must be 5. Why? Because these are what my mentors shared with me. Based on statistics, the people who you mix around with, in terms of whom you seek for advice with regards to making money with a blank check. Not seek advice about career, okay? Not seek advice about your job, Seek advice about money making with a blank check. Who do you get the advice from? Do you have friends or do you have mentors? 5, at least 5 of them currently that you are always with. That means at least maybe once a week you meet up with them, or twice a week you meet up with them, or best is 3 times a week you meet up with them, and you are always in their energy field, in their aura, in their mindset, in the way they think, the way they talk, the way they strategize, the way they, look at money. Do you have 5 of such people in your circle? Okay, so you got to look for these 5. Still friends with your friends at work. Talk about normal things that you talk about, but never, ever, ever discuss about how to do business, how to make money without a job. Okay, how to make money without a job. Never ask your boss. Never not ask your boss. Your boss is good, but your boss may not have the time to talk to you. But never ask your superior, like somebody who's still working. Okay, even though it's your superior. So if you do not have such people, then it is challenging for you to be able to reach that destination. So what you want to do is to set an intention that I want to network and I want to mastermind with people, contacts, mentors who are already there. They are already there means they have achieved that result. Okay, not just talk about it. No, they have achieved that result. Okay, so I personally look for mentors that are mentors who've already there. They are already there, so they already achieved what I want to achieve. You know what my big, hairy, audacious goal is? Like, I look at my mentor. His name is Jack Canfield. He's the founder of, like, co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, and he said this. I mean, not he said, but his results is like this. Okay, he has sold 500 million copies of his book. So if you can imagine, if he made $1 per copy, 500 million copies means $500 million, and that's 500 million USD. He was a former school teacher, just like me. He was just making like few $1,000s a month, and now he makes $500 million, and it's still printing money for him until today. He is not, even when he is no longer alive one day, the money is still going to come. That's like passive, crazy income. So I want to learn from people like him. That's why I attend his course. I attend his programs. I'm willing to pay money to attend his program. I paid like his program in the US, right? If you attend his Train the Trainer program, it's like 26,000 Sing dollar. Okay, that is Jack Canfield. Bob Proctor, I paid him $30,000. Why? Because I want to learn their mindset. I want to be with these people. Jack Canfield, and there's so many different mentors that I can mention, like T. Harv Eker. I personally learned from him. I paid him $10,000, T. Harv Eker, just to be in his training, to learn from him, to understand, like, to have him as my mentor. Okay, and then I paid another $7,500 recently with Chris, and he is my online mentor, and he teaches me more stuff about Facebook. I know a lot about Facebook, but I've been on Facebook for 10 years, but I want to learn something more, so I network and I get mentorship from these people. So you got to ask yourself, like, who are the 5 people that you are constantly with? Now, these are all Angmos, right? They already trained me and they've gone back to their countries, and I'm not with them anymore. But I have local mentors that I'm always with all the time. Every week, without fail, I will connect with them. Every week, I'll meet up with them. Like, almost every week, I'll connect with them, either on phone or I meet up with them, because I want to be surrounded by these people. They are not my friends. I consider them as my mentor. I have friends I hang around with, like, and I have kakis lah, I have chillax friends. I go, like, chillax with, just have, like, I have my movie friends, I have my chillax friends, I have my, talk nothing friends, like, I have people, like, I have like friends that I sit down and we talk deep stuff friends, I have my woo-woo friends. So I have like friends, I have categories of different kind of friends. So I don't consider these 5 people as friends. I consider them as mentors. So I look out for them, and they are willing to mentor me, and I appreciate their time a lot. So every time I need guidance and I need support, right, I'm always with these 5, like this connection, these people that I'm always with all the time, and they make a lot more money than I do. One of my mentors, just to share with you, he's a lorry driver. He was formerly a lorry driver, and right now he's a multi-millionaire. He owns more than 50 properties all around the world, and he is so humble, and I like these people who have been there, done that, they have been down there, they've come up, and all my mentors are mainly those who have been down there before. so they completely understand what it is to go up there. So going back to the point of like whether, if I go back to where I'm talking about, the question earlier was, I was going into the point, this is talking about the mindset. 6,000 in 2 hours is really nothing right now when I've already shared all of this with you, because your mindset is sort of ready, right? So like going back to that, when you have no capital, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. So if I were to tell you, like for me, my success mentors told me that if you're willing to put 10,000 in yourself, you are going to make 10 times more. They say that if I put 10,000 in my own personal development, I'm going to make 100,000. Would you be okay with that? If you know you're going to make 100,000, are you willing to put 10,000 in? Does that make sense? Like, are you willing to do whatever it takes to put the 10,000 if you know you can make 100,000? A lot of people I ask, they are willing to put 20,000 to get an MBA. Masters in Business Administrative, whatever, MBA. So they're willing to pay 20,000 to get a degree, like a master's. Why? Because they want to get a pay raise, like maybe a $200 pay raise, which totally doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you want to stick in a career, that's fine, but usually when I say that, if you're good to put 10,000 in yourself so you can make $100,000 back, a lot of people cannot accept that, because they say, why do I have to put 10,000? 10,000, invest 10,000, invest in trainings, personal development, invest in learning new skills. After all, your parents invested in you. They pay for your tuition fees. Every month they pay like 500. I don't know how much they paid for your tuition fees. From primary 1 all the way to university, they paid for all your expenses. You know how much they paid? Maybe 100,000 already. They paid for you. They paid this $100,000 so you can make $3,000 a month. This kind of a joke. So to me, right? Because like, there's a very low return on investment, but unfortunately, this, like I said, this is the mindset of majority in Singapore. Majority in Singapore believe in putting a lot of money, month after month after month, for tuition, for all of these things, just to get 3,000 a month after 15 years. So that's called the mindset. It's illogical. It's completely illogical. But because the mindset is like that, people accept that as a norm. They are willing to pay a lot of money for tuition for their own children. They pay tuition money every month. Pay 500. Like maybe spend like 5,000 a year, $50,000. But end of the day, the child will only get a job and then pay only 3,000. But when it comes to them, their own family, they want to improve their financial standing, they're not willing to put in the money for themselves, which doesn't make sense. Because my success mentor say, you put 10,000 in, you get 100,000. My goodness, that's a good return on investment, So that is called mindset right now. So you need to have a mindset first. So your mindset is, if you're not willing to change your insight and learn personal development, change mindset, learn new skills, 6,000 in 2 hours is not possible because you have no mindset. Not because it's difficult, The thing is easy to do, but it's your mindset that is not ready. So I need you now to share and comment below, interact with me, okay? You already have a goal, right? You already know how much you want to make, right? So now the question I want to comment below right now, like, who are your 5 mentors that you have right now? These mentors are not books that you read. No, these are not called mentors. People that you're connected with regularly, week after week after week, that is already there. Do you have such mentor that you have mastermind? Mastermind means you meet them regularly. So I want you to comment below. Okay, comment below. And I want to see how many of you already have mastermind groups. How many of you have mastermind groups? How many of you, if you have the right mindset, that means you're constantly sharpening your mindset. That means you're always surrounded by these 5 people. Who are these 5 people that's always with you, that's sharpening your axe right now? It's not good enough to say, I already have the mindset, but you don't have the mentorship, because having the right mindset without the mentorship is like going to a medical school for just 1 year and then expect to do heart surgery. It's not possible. Have the right mindset. This is not an employment. This is about a blank check. Number 2 is for you to set a goal that is scary, which you already did. Number 3 is to stretch your goal, which you already did just now. You stretch it even more. Number 4, you to aim to have mentors that can help you to bring you there. Okay, and then if you do not have the money, you want to tell yourself that you want to do whatever it takes to put in the money for your own personal development. It's not enough to put in money to get an LV bag, to get a good branded bag, to upgrade your phone every year, to upgrade your renovated home every year. That is not going to do you any good, because it's still going to, your income is still going to be like that. It's not going to bring your income that way. Okay, sending your kids for tuition is good, but it's only going to land them in a job. So if you want to have a better lifestyle, you need to invest in you. Okay, so if you think 10,000 is very, very a lot, then it's hard to shift that. You got to think from, why are you willing to spend 50,000 for your kids' education from primary 1 all the way to university? Why are you willing to put in that kind of money for your kids so that they can get a job for 3,000? Why are you not willing to do that for yourself? So let's say if today I tell you that your child is going to get admission into Cambridge, okay, let's say top university in the world, Oxford, Cambridge, okay, Princeton. So let's say you have a letter of acceptance, and then the university say, oh, your child is accepted into Princeton, Oxford, Cambridge, and we need 50,000 deposit. Would you do that? Would you do whatever it takes to put in the 50,000 for your child? Would you do whatever it takes? Would you beg, borrow, but not steal? Would you beg, borrow, and do whatever it takes to get the money in so that your child can go to Oxford, Cambridge, and then have his future secured? Would you do that? Now there's an opportunity for you. Now let's reverse that, right? Now the opportunity is for you to make 10 times more than what you're making right now. 10 times more what you're making right now. Okay? And there's an opportunity, and your investment maybe is like 10,000. Would you do that for yourself? A lot of people will come up with 1,001 excuses. This is where they get stuck. For me, I was broke. At that time, I was broke, but I was willing. I was willing to beg, borrow. I was borrowing from my mom. I mean, it's very pricey, to do that, because she's already done so much for me. My mom was willing to beg and borrow. No, she didn't borrow, but she begged for jobs. Okay, she did. She begged for jobs. She begged because she was illiterate, so she cannot read, she cannot write. So she was working as a cleaner. She cleaned toilets. She cleaned condo. She cleaned at the restaurant. So she was cleaning, worked 3 jobs a day just so that she could raise the money for my university education, because she thought that was the best way for my future. Now, that is what a mother is willing to do for a daughter, for her family. She's willing to do whatever it takes. So for you, if you have a family, are you willing to do whatever it takes for your family? If you need to raise the funds, you will do whatever it takes, but you've got to do it properly. You don't go and mess around and bang your head on the wall. Get the proper mentorship. Be in the right frame. Your mindset is open. You set the right goals, and then you have the mentorship. So this is the path moving forward. If you are serious about your whole family's life and upgrading your whole family, and you're paying tuition money for your kids every month, but you're not willing to put that money and that investment in yourself when you know you can make 100 times more. I did that for myself. The personal development course that I did, I borrowed my month's money, put it in there, and then that was my first, breakthrough. Because I set $20,000 income, and I break through. My first time I broke through, my first $20,000 income was after I attended the personal development course, because it really works. You know why it works? Because I put in the money and I was willing to apply. Okay, so you want to put in the money, and of course you apply. Okay, apply what you have learned so that you put your goals in front of you. You put the goal. What is that $20,000 a month worth to you? How will it change your life? For me, it is worth everything at that time, because I didn't want to go back to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. I would die if I go back to work. It's like, no way, Jose, I don't want to go back to work. No. I was like, goodness, like whatever it takes, I'll just make it happen. And I just follow. I don't follow blindly, okay? I follow people who have already made it. Now, there's a big difference. If you're going to follow blindly and follow your friends who have not made it, it's not going to work. You got to follow those who already make the money and can show you the way, not the employee way, but the make the money way. Make your own money, freedom, the path to freedom. Follow the people who have made it. So this is the mind setting, right, that I've already set out for you. So you want to raise the capital, raise the capital to invest in you. That is my best advice for you. Raise the capital. Do whatever it takes, to get the right mentorship. You don't have the money, you have to beg, you have to borrow. Maybe if you're going to do that for your child, you got to do it for yourself, And you got to apply what you have learned, because if you have a big enough goal and a big enough why, you will make it happen. You put in 10,000, you make in 100,000. That is a very good investment. That was what happened to me. So I invested, right? I invested in personal development. I invested in marketing. I put in a lot of money there, and I put in a lot of effort also to make it work. And I use a lot of marketing strategies. And I turn all of this around. I focus in one business, which is the education business. And I make 82,000 in 2 days. So how did I make $82,000 in 2 days? It is very simple. I have a service that I was promoting, but I didn't sell to friends. I didn't sell to relatives at all. That is not the strategy. To me, that is the worst method to start any business, because that is going to burst your positive bubble and crumble you to the ground. Selling to friends and relatives is one of the biggest bubble burster. Seriously, I mean, really telling you from experience is because family, as much as they love you, they are for a different purpose. They're there for you, for your emotional growth, or for your love heart, but they're not the best people to normally support you for any financial venture. Not family, not friends. They're good companies, they're good buddies, they're good people to hang out with, watch movies, go eat a cake, hang out in a cafe, but not to buy products from you. So you do not want to touch your family and friends. You want to go beyond your family and friends. So then you don't have to sell. You don't have to be pushy, hardcore selling. You don't have to do that. You want to look for the right people to sell to. And so that is key. So I don't know, let's communicate. I don't want to talk alone, so I want you to share below if that's true for you. Do you like to sell to friends and relatives? Do you like to sell to friends, family members and relatives? Is it easier for you? I don't know, but to me, I'll never do that. I will never sell to my friends. I will never sell to my relatives. I will never sell to my family members. Let's hear what you have to say about that. So we are still in the mindset right now. How do you make that kind of money? It's because you have to have the mindset, Because if you want to make 6,000 in 2 hours, if you go attack your friends and relatives, they are all dream stealers. They are called dream stealers. Dream stealers steal your dreams. They poke and puncture and bubble burster you, and they're not going to help you at all. So I don't want a method that is going to make me go hunt my friends and relatives. I feel very sorry for those who have to approach their friends and relatives if they were to sell anything at all. Like, to me, sales is very hard if you were to approach family and friends. So I don't want that. So the best thing was I didn't even sell to my friends or relatives and all that, and I made $80,000 in 2 days. So I want to share with you the secrets right now. So, like I said, I promised you 6,000 in 2 hours, right? But I will share with you my way of making $80,000. In fact, more than 80,000 in 2 days. So you get your pen paper ready. So what I did is this. I first, let's go step by step. we do it step by step. Number one, we talk about the mindset already, right? So we're all done with our mindset. We're all ready. Our mindset is all good. So we know that we have to have the mentorship and all that, personal development, learning the skills. I saw somebody saying what skills, okay? You have to learn skills, like very basic skills. Not difficult, but very basic skills. No hardcore skills, no-brainer skills. I call them the no-brainer skills. Like right now it's social media, right? So you want to learn how to use social media, especially your Facebook, and then turn it into a cash machine. So you can do that. You can do that. But like I said, it's a skill. Sorry, it's not taught in school. That's why a lot of us are blur. We don't know what to do with our Facebook. We thought Facebook is just like, what is Facebook for? Just like open a Facebook and don't know what to do with it. So Facebook is one skill that you want to learn. But you definitely want to like use simple strategies. Okay, so the simplest strategy that I use, number one, so I talk about how did I make my money after my mindset is clear, right? After my mindset is clear, after I invest in myself, okay, my mentor said invest in self, which I did already. I paid a lot of money, so I definitely want to make back my money, right? So my mindset is ready. Now we talk about strategy. Strategy number one. What did I do? I sell, but without selling to friends and relatives, okay? No selling, no hardcore selling, no contacting of friends, no contacting of relatives, but I find the right person to talk to. That is strategy number one. Find the right person to talk to. The right person to talk to. Are you writing this? This is so important. You got to find the right person to talk to. Okay? This person has a name, and this person's name is called decision maker. Write that down. Okay? You want to make a lot of money. You must identify, number one, the decision maker. Okay, the decision maker. So if you're writing that down, it's good. So you've got to have the decision maker. Can I rewind this? Because I really don't have notes right now. I'm just talking all from experience. So I got to rewind this. Number one is not decision maker. That's number two. Number one, let's rewind that. Number one first is to find a service or a product that people want to buy. Okay? I rewind that. Number one is to find a service or a product that people want to buy. That is number one. Please write that down somewhere. Find a product or a service that people want to buy. Take note. People don't like to be sold. Nobody likes to be sold. People don't like people to sell to them. But people love buying. Love buying. That's why you have all these crazy sales going on and people go crazy and there's a lot of sales going on every single day. People love buying, but they don't like to be sold to. So this is the key. Okay, so you need to first find a product that people want to buy. Thank you, Nurul. You're writing that down. Find a service or product that people want to buy. Thank you. Thank you, Nurul. Awesome. Okay? Great, Johanna. So that's step number one. Now, let me give you more tips on how to make a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money and not make the mistakes. Okay, don't make mistakes that is going to put you and bury you in a hole. Remember, you have already invested in yourself. You invest in personal development, right? You invest and pay a lot of money, right? You don't want to go and find things that the wrong things, because if you make the wrong step, you're going to end up in a big hole because you already put a lot of money to invest in yourself. Maybe you borrowed money to invest in yourself and then you haven't paid the person money yet. You haven't paid back the money and you go and make a wrong step. You make a wrong step, that's it. You're not going to make money. You're going to bury yourself deeper into deep shit. So you must make sure, if you want to make a lot of money, which I'm sure you are, if you put 10,000 in yourself, I'm sure you want to make 100,000 back, right? So what you want to choose, okay, so very important is you choose products and services in the right industry. Write that down. Choose products and services in the right industry. When I say the right industry, means industry that is very, 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 very lucrative, where there's a lot of money there, because people are buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. That's where you want to go. If you go to a place where nobody's buying, then no one is going to buy what you have. So you want to make a lot of money. That means you gotta find something that is recession proof, so that is stable and is secure, and it can last you for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years down the road. At least when you're alive, for the next 40 years at least. So find something that is recession proof. Not something that goes up when the economy is up and then down when the economy is down. So don't buy or sell things that are so difficult to sell, that is based on the economy up and down. Then it's going to be a very bumpy ride for you. So you find something that is recession proof. I call it recession proof industry. Okay, so in recession proof industry, example of recession proof industry. Let me share with you. These are all the industries that are recession proof. When I started out, I was blur, like anything, like I blur, don't know anything, right? So it's just like, I think I just go by my passion like that. So no, passion is good. But passion is a good thing. But if you are just driven by passion and nothing else and no practicality, I think it's not going to work. So you got to have stability and security. So industry number one, the best industry is number one, education. Yes, education industry. Education industry is recession proof. So you want to choose that industry, right? So industry number one is education. Why education? Because it's recession proof. People spend money on education. Do you know how much people spend in Singapore on education? 1.1 billion. Can somebody write that down? 1.1 billion a year in education. Tuition alone is 1.1 billion. So you definitely want to be in there, because there's $1.1 billion to be made. So it's a no-brainer, isn't it? So you choose an industry. That is the first industry. I would choose education industry. Number two, you want to choose the health and wellness industry. You have never heard of a hospital going bankrupt, have you? So health and wellness. There are a lot of people growing older and older, and they are getting sick, and people want to be healthy. So anything about health and wellness, anything about beauty, oh my God, beauty, anything, products or services that help people to be beautiful, to have better skin, tighter, firmer skin, look good, healthier, more energetic, feel younger, look younger. All this stuff is very, very powerful. This is an industry. Look, I just give you an example. In Malaysia, there's this lady. Her name is, what's her name? Datuk Vida. Okay, Datuk Vida is very rich. Oh my, she's so rich. I think she has 10 bungalows, and she has she goes to an LV boutique, right? And she just buys everything in the LV boutique. Like you should watch the video. So she's just crazy. So she makes a lot of money, and she's in her 40s only, and all she sells are beauty products. That's it. She sells beauty products. Full stop. Beauty products. Beauty products. That's it. And she doesn't do services. She doesn't open salon or whatever. She just sells beauty products. So this is a lucrative industry because it's huge. People buy them all the time. So this is another industry that you want to consider. Another potential industry is the training industry. Anything that's got to do with education. It links back to education and training, like running, doing workshops and running trainings, and that is to me another big industry. Especially if you love to teach and train, that will be another industry that you want to look at. And then the other industry, let me dabble a little bit in the training industry. Training, depending on if you want to train in corporate, then you can make a lot of money. But the only limitation with training is that it has to be you doing it, right? Because if you're not there, you can't make money. You can make $15,000 in 2 hours, 2 days, or $25,000 in 2 days in the training industry. So you can train corporate companies. So that is another area that you can look at. And we have another industry that is the online social media industry. So social media is definitely a place where you want to be. I mean, it is not something that you sell. You don't sell social media. You cannot keep you know, unless you're Mark Zuckerberg and you create another Facebook. But social media is where the platform to sell is, where you get a lot of the customers and the clients and all the potential. They're all there. So let me go back to the industry that I talk about. Let's review them again. The education industry, the health, wellness and beauty industry, the training industry, the social media field or platform. It's not so much of an industry, but it's a platform where you can get a lot of customers from. So where did I get my 80,000 in 2 days? I get that from education. Yeah, I get it from education. And after I already identify the industry, the next step is I must identify the decision maker. Okay, so you know the industry that you want to be in, and then you identify the decision maker. Who do you want to target? Because this is called identifying. You got to be like a sniper, you know, you got to be really very focused and target to who you want to talk to. So I choose industries that is recession proof, and then of course I don't focus on low ticket items. I focus on like sort of mid-range ticket. Okay, let me explain what that means. If you were to sell water, okay, let's say you want to make money, a lot of money with this. Maybe you make like, I don't know, 50 cents per bottle, like that, right? So if you make 50 cents per bottle, then you got to sell many bottles to earn a lot of money, right? So that is one way to make money. Another way is, but of course, if you sell things that people want, you can sell a lot of them, right? And if you want to make a lot of money easily, then you don't have to find too many people. Then what you want to sell are things that are in the mid-range price. Okay, so what I call mid-range pricing products, okay, for example, courses. Okay, you promote courses. So I promote courses. So I am in the education industry. So how I got my 80,000 in 2 days is I promote the education product. I have a Genius IQ program. So I create that program. I created a program called Genius IQ. I sell it for 900 plus. Okay, so it's 900 plus per student. Okay, per student. Now, how did I get that price? Because I benchmark against all other pricing. This is another strategy. When you want to make a lot of money, you got to see what other people are charging. So if they are charging about that price and there's a lot of people buying, that means that's a good price indicator. So like, for example, I have competitors and they're charging like a few $1,000s. So that was their pricing. So I knew they were charging $2,000 over dollars, $3,000 over dollars. So mine is about 900 plus. So I got the price already for my Genius IQ program. And then now I look for the decision maker. So who's the decision maker in this case? They are parents. So I know I'm going to target parents. So this is my target. So I know that I've got to look for parents. So I look for parents. That is one target, looking for parents. So that's one way to make money. But that will only possibly give me like $10,000 in 2 hours, because I get 10 parents who sign up in 2 hours. I do a seminar and then parents come and then they enroll. So I get 10,000 in 2 hours, right? But how do I get 80,000 in 2 days is because I do not target parents. I target another person, another category. I go directly to the school. I go directly to the school and I did not target the principal. No. Principal is not a good decision maker. I target the person who makes decision for the students in the school. Who is that person? Not the principal. I target the parent support group head. I'm sharing you my secret right now. Parent support group head. Parent support group head is the key decision maker. I want you to imagine you are me. If you want to make 80,000 just like me, you got to follow exactly what I'm sharing with you. Target the decision maker, the parent support group head, and then you have to know what to say. It's not selling. It's about sharing the right information. Okay, so I share the right information using a proposal template. So that's what I do. It's a piece of paper. It's just one piece of paper, and then it has all the important information And I sent it to her, and she had a look at it, and she said, yes, that's all I need. I just need a yes. And the moment she said yes, what happened was, because I target the right person, right? So that person organized a training program, and I had 150 students sign up. Yes, you write down the maths right now, so you can see if you are me. Okay, if you have this opportunity just like me, so you do the math, right? 150 students sign up, but I did not sell the 9,000 plus program. No. I sold it only for $550. Why? Because it's a school program. So it's 150 students times 550. How much is that? That is $82,500 in 2 days. Yeah. With one simple piece of paper. That's it. That is it. This is now an open secret. So it is that simple. That's why I said the mindset is important. If you did not watch this from the beginning, you're going to find it very hard to catch this right now, because it's so easy, it's so simple, that it becomes like, oh my God, is that easy? Yes, it is, if you have the right mindset. That's why I said, if you do not have the right mindset, all the degree, all the diploma doesn't prepare you for this, doesn't prepare you for this. I sent the proposal to one person who accepted it, and she brought 150 people together, paying me $550. So I earned $82,500 in 2 days. Imagine if this is you, and that you know how to target the right people. Okay, so we are talking about schools. There are 360 schools in Singapore. 360. There are 5 million students in Malaysia. There are 112 million affluent consumers in Indonesia. Let me just say those numbers again. There are 360 schools in Singapore. Me alone, I cannot cover them, even in my lifetime. I don't think so. 5 million students in Malaysia, me alone, in my lifetime, I cannot cover them all. Indonesia, 112 million affluent market. That means people who can pay money. Me alone, I cannot cover them at all. So why I'm sharing this with you? Because this is an opportunity for you. Because I cannot do it alone. Even if I tried to, I think I will be like 90 years old and I'll be still like shaking and all that. I can't do this alone. The Genius IQ program is what I have done, and it's been very successful, not just in one school. So this was a school in Brunei. So I did it in a school in Brunei, in the top school in Brunei. It's a Raffles of Brunei. It's Sultan Hassan Al Bolkiah's school. So I did it in that school. I went to Malaysia. I've done it in several schools in Malaysia. So it is a very well accepted program. We've done this program at the Singapore's Prime Minister's office. So Singapore's Prime Minister's office, we've done this workshop there. We've done it in the top junior college in Singapore. So we've done it like in many, many different places. I wish I can do all myself. I cannot. And I do not want to die with this program that is so powerful, because it changes students' life. It changed the child's life, it helped the child to study better, and the parents learn together with the child. There's amazing bonding, and there's amazing transformation. The kids' confidence transform. This is the only program that has parents learning together with the child. So I don't want to do this alone, and I want to open this opportunity to those who wants to grab this with me. So grab this with me means if you see this as an opportunity and you have a passion. Maybe your passion is in transforming lives, in changing lives, in making a difference, making an impact, changing the world. And if you love to make that kind of money, That means you are ready to open up your mindset. You are ready to be mentored, because I'm going to coach you. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to guide you what to do, how to do, what to do next, what to do next, what to do next. Okay, you got to follow just a step by step. There's no online skills required. There is no selling to friends and relatives. There's only identifying the right person to talk to in all of these schools. In Singapore, in Malaysia, in Indonesia. This is my target group right now. Possibility of doing this in Thailand and also Philippines. So if this is something that you want to do and you see this as a potential income for you, so what you want to do is that you have the right mindset first, and then after that you must be willing to invest in yourself, because you got to change your inside. You cannot just say, I want to partner with you, Surya, and then like you just give me your degree. I don't need your degree. I don't need your diploma also. I need you to learn things that are new. I need you to learn stuff that is about personal development, that's going to change your mindset. Because if you have no mindset to think big, you cannot make the money. Your whole body will reject everything. You will not be able to make it. So it is only for those who are willing to learn about personal development. It's those who are willing to use my strategies, and they are very no-brainer. It's no-brainer. You got to follow the instructions. Follow the instructions step by step, and then I'll give you the proposal template. Now, do you need to teach? No, you don't need to teach at all. That's the best thing. You don't have to teach. If you are an employee mindset, maybe you're a teacher or a trainer, you say, no, but I want to teach. No, then you are not leveraging. Leveraging means making money without being in it. Okay, if you have to always do it to make money, then it's not going to leverage. You always be tired, right? You don't want to do that. That's employee. Employee means go to work, punch card, make money. Throw away the employee mindset. It's very different. It's a different thing altogether. It's leverage. We have our team of trainers. We have the team. The team will do everything. We will do the training. We will conduct the workshop. We will do the training. We'll do everything. Your role is specific to get the deal. Okay, to get the deal using this step-by-step process in the education business. So I am looking for business partners whom I can groom, whom I can train, whom I can download everything that I've learned over all these 18 years and grow this together. I believe in growing together. I can't, like I said, some people say, why are you teaching all this? Because I cannot handle the whole world myself. I cannot. In Singapore, for 18 years, we only have touched 6,000 students. 6,000 students only. So I cannot do the world. I just cannot. I need people who are aligned with me and wants to upgrade their life, want to change your life. 18 years, I have not worked at all. I have never gone back to work. Never. And I love this life. It's freedom, It's like, don't have to punch card, don't have to worry, you're like on your own. You are your own boss. You can change lives, you can transform your life, your family. And even if you just have one project, that is all you have. One project a year. I think $80,000 a year, that kind of money. Of course, you have to minus the cost of the trainers, the cost of all of that. Then you have all of that to yourself. Let's say you get $82,500, right? So we get $82,500 per school. Let's say 20% is what you earn. Okay, let's take 80% as cost and blah blah blah. I'm just doing a very conservative number. So you make let's say only let's play it a bit bigger. Let's say you make $200 per student. 200 per student times 150 is 30,000. Minus cost, minus cost. So you earn $30,000 net. Is that good? One project. $30,000. No teaching required. None of that. So how many schools are there in Singapore? 360 schools. How many students are there in Malaysia? 5 million students. How many are there in Indonesia? 112 million. Go do the numbers. Go do the numbers. So this is a very, very powerful industry. Genius IQ has been around for 18 years, 18 years. We have done training for 6,000 students and counting. So it is a real, legit program. I am a trained school teacher. I went to 3 universities, Australia, US, Singapore. I'm a postgraduate from NTU in education. So I've run this for like 18 years. Okay, 18 years. So this is a very, very good, powerful program. So you make $30,000 net per school. Let's say you do 10 schools, you get 300,000. Can somebody please type this down? Because some people need to see the numbers. $30,000 per school times 10 schools. That is $300,000. Let me ask you this question. How long do you have to work to make $300,000? How long? How long? Maybe till you retire, you know? So I'm talking about 10 projects. 10 projects. Okay, so 10 projects. Yeah, 30,000 times 10 is 10 projects. That's $300,000. So we are talking about schools in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Thailand, in Philippines. So we are looking at all these countries, right? I'm looking for ambitious, very ambitious partners who wants to grow in Asia. I'm not looking at the world. I'm not even looking at the world. I told you can make 6,000 in 2 hours, but this time it's more than that, okay? But if you are just watching this right now, you didn't watch the first part, you will not be able to understand what I'm saying, because the first part is very important because it's about the mindset, right? So these are all strategies. Strategies are the easiest part, but the mindset is the hardest. So I need you to have the mindset to be willing to invest in your personal development. When you grow yourself. You know, investing in yourself is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Like, I have invested $10,000 in just one course, and I've invested another $30,000 in a mindset course, and I've invested a lot of money in just my own personal growth. Did I make a lot more? Yes, I did. Oh, heck, I did, because I have the right mentors and I'm willing to take actions. So, is this going to work for everybody? No, this is not for everybody. This is only for people who are hungry. That means you really desire success. You desire so much success, like you desire to breathe, like that you really want it. Okay, this is not like, I want it, I want to try, I want to give it a try. No. If that's you, don't. Okay, so this is for those who are very serious. You're very hungry for success, and you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're willing to invest in yourself. You're willing to do whatever it takes to invest in yourself. Okay, number 2. This is for someone who has a vision, who's dared to dream big, who dares to put that figure just now that you put, like, you know, that amount, that figure. You have that big dreams for yourself. I don't know why you want to do this, but maybe you have big dreams for your family, for your loved ones, and this is for people who have a heart. That means if you make a lot of money, you want to help a lot more people. That means you have an intention to give back. Is to do good back to the community. So like right now, whatever I'm doing right now in my life, I've already made it right, like in many areas of my life. So I'm doing a lot of like the giving back by conducting workshops for very low cost. So like, for example, we are going to offer Genius IQ program to the low income people through organizations where they pay very, very minimal, like, you know, less than $50 only to cover the minimal cost, and we give this back. So these are things that we can do, and we can do so much more, you know, when we have more. We can do a lot more. So I want people who have the heart to serve, to contribute, and to promise me that if you make money and you are successful, one day you are going to also give back to the world in a big way. Okay, so this is whom I'm looking for. If you feel like $300,000 is good money for you, and if you are game for earning this kind of money, and if you're game for going through this method, okay, where there is no selling to relatives and friends, and there is no online skills required, and that you have big dreams and you have the heart to serve, and you are looking to be mentored, and you're willing to change your mindset by learning something new, and you acknowledge and you raise your hand and you say, yes, I don't have the right mentors and I really want to move forward in my life, then I open this opportunity for you to explore this opportunity. So this is an opportunity, like I said, for the right people. If you are the right fit, and if this sounds like what you love to do, I want you to drop me a private message. After this video, message me privately, and I will have a conversation with you. So it's kind of like a right match conversation, if you're the right fit for each other, and then if this is the right space, right time for you to take this opportunity and then grow this with me. So I want to have a conversation with you. You can private message me, and then we can speak and talk about it and see if this is a right match. Okay, so like I said, there is investment involved. Of course there is. Now if this is if you're afraid of investment, and you're like, if you are like, already saying I lose before even going for the battle, that means this is not for you. This is for people like me, who, when I was broke down and broken, totally nothing, and I was willing to do whatever it takes to make my life happen. I know if you are in that position, if you're willing to do that, I will put in my life to you to make it work for you. I will help you till you succeed, because your success is my success. We're going to grow this together. I cannot do this alone. Like I said, I cannot do this alone. I need a team. I need a team that can work together with me, to partner this with me. This is a business opportunity that we can do together, and I have the success formula, and I'm willing to work with the right partners. I'm willing to share everything of my trade secret, my proposal template, how I do it, how I get it done, everything. And one more thing, you do not have to teach. Okay, so this is one thing good, is you do not have to teach. We have our team of trainers already who's going to be able to teach and do the training. So private message me, and let me see who is still watching this and feel that this is the right match for you, and that you are up for it. I have achieved success. I have lost money. I have made money. I have lost money. I have made money. I have made more than I've lost. So I've been through it all. I have not been an employee for 18 years. So this is something that I can help mentor you, because I am not an employee. I have been without a boss for this number of years. So I have walked the path. I know what is the path that is going to make you fall, so you don't go there. I'm going to caution you. No, don't do this, because if you do this, you're going to fall. I'm going to show you the way to your success, and your role is to be coachable. To be coachable, to be willing to shift your mindset for the sake of your dreams and your loved ones. Okay, so do private message me, and I will go and connect with every single one of you who have messaged me, and then let's have the conversation together, and let's grow this education industry. Okay, this recession-proof, stable education industry, and let's create success right in Singapore and in Asia together. Okay, together. Let's transform a lot of lives, influence, impact, get the income, and have a blessed life, because I truly believe in my hearts of hearts that education is the most noble thing to give, because one thing is to earn money, but when we share something really valuable to people, like even when I'm no longer alive anymore, whatever people still continue to use, that is like good blessings, like good blessings in life. So this is a noble, very blessed, if the word to use is barakah, like very barakah, very, very blessed, like full of abundance kind of industry that you want to be in. It is something that is very fulfilling, deeply fulfilling, very meaningful, especially if you you have like this healer personality like me. Like I'm very mission driven, so it's like when you are very mission driven and you want to do something that fulfills your life first, I think this is a very deep calling, and this is for those with good calling and those with passion, those with coachable, right? Like coachable. You don't have to be smart, totally don't have to be smart. You just need to be coachable, to be willing to follow simple instructions and then work on yourself. So with that, I shall end the entire session. I hope you have gained some value from this session, and you have benefited a bit on getting some glimmer of hope on how you can earn extra, more, or even retirement income, like you can possibly even retire with this kind of business, right? So I hope you have gained something from my sharing, and if you find this very useful and you know of anyone who has the right match for this business, right, do let me know. I'll be very open to speak to them and see if they are the right match to be in our team. Remember, there is abundance, there is enough for everybody. Even if I have like 10 people, 20 people in the team, it's still enough for everybody. We cannot cover Indonesia also. We cannot cover the whole Asia. We need a good solid team to do this together. Okay, so that is it for today, and congratulations for sitting through this entire session. If you like this, hit the share button, and hopefully this is going to help inspire and give hope to someone else. So my last tagline is to fly. If you want to fly, FLY, first love yourself. Always you. Invest in yourself and grow as much, 10 times as you invest in yourself. Till then, bye for now. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye.